of Susan Gazaway DIY. Once again, I'm happy to be participating in the Falling into Fall Collaboration Challenge. This challenge is hosted by Shushana of Regal Designs by Shushana and Tamara of Love My Babies Forever. You can't find any nicer, sweeter ladies than these two, and talented as well. These two ladies are so talented, and I love participating in the challenge. Their channels will be listed in the description box down below, as well as the playlist. So I hope you like content like this. If you do, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a big thumbs up. It'll help my channel grow, and it doesn't cost anything. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you like it, tell me. If you don't like it, tell me. And without further ado, let's get started. I got these pumpkins at Dollar Tree, and I have really been loving the blue pumpkins, but I haven't found any, so I decided to make my own. I removed the flowers and the stems and the little gourds from the top of these so that I could have a clean palette to work with. I used this blue paint from Decor. The colors are Colonial and Legacy. One is darker than the other one. And I started off with my lighter color first and painted the first pumpkin and just used the color straight from the jar. Then I used some of my darker color. And this chalk paint I had to shake. It would separate, but it was really good coverage. And I mixed the two colors together to give me just a little bit darker shade of blue. I really like these colors. They were just perfect for what I wanted. Then the last pumpkin I painted in the darker color. As I said before, it gave good coverage, and it only took one coat plus a little bit of the touch-ups where my fingers were holding the pumpkins. When my pumpkins were dry, I just did a little light dry brushing with Waverly chalk paint and white. I think the dry brushing just added a little something to the pumpkins. Since there weren't any stems, I went back to Old Faithful and my cinnamon sticks. And I just broke them in half and pushed them into the pumpkins, which were styrofoam. And I think they look cute as pumpkin stems. I painted them with Deco Art paint in champagne gold. And it gave it a glitter, just a little bit of a glisten. Once the gold paint dried, I used these leaves I had in my stash and just glued them to the top of the pumpkins using hot glue. This sign I got at Dollar Tree, and I just sanded down the glitter that was on the top and painted it in the Waverly chalk paint white. The top part of the sign, it only took a couple of coats, but the bottom kept wanting to bleed through, so it took about 3 to 4 coats to give good coverage on it. I used my hairdryer to dry it between coats. I used these pretty gold metal leaves that I had gotten at Dollar Tree, And I had a little pumpkin that I had removed from another sign. And I just used my Sharpie paint pen in gold and wrote pumpkin season. Now, I'm trying to not just rely on my Cricut, although I wish I had used my Cricut on this. My cursive handwriting just isn't pretty, and I wished I had just done the Cricut. But I can show you that you can, if you don't have a Cricut, use something else. I glued the gold leaves to the bottom, just kind of framing out the pumpkin season. And I glued these pretty blue flowers to the bottom that would go with my pumpkins that I had painted previously. I'm still worrying with this pumpkin season, and I'm just kind of highlighting the sides with a silver paint pen. I'd like to take this time to invite you to come to my other channel, Susan's Southern Cooking. If you like good food, good Southern food, I think you'll like this channel. Now I'm just adding the baby's breath that I had found in my stash to the sides to just kind of break up the blue a little. And now I'm just adding some green leaves to soften the flowers. I'm still obsessing over the pumpkin season. My supervisor just told me, "Girl, give it up." Now I'm just touching up the top of my sign using my gold and silver paint pen. My supervisor's still keeping an eye on me. These signs also came from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pop off the little pieces that were glued to the top, and that was the pumpkin I used on my previous sign. And I'm just going to sand down the glitter that's on them. I got this Cricut vinyl, and I used some on a previous project where I put it around some candle vases, and I love the colors, but I really didn't know what I was going to use it for, and actually I've used it for other things besides my Cricut. So first of all, I'm going to paint the little stands white before I put it on there so it can dry, be easier to do without having to paint it afterwards. And I just think the white would look better than the brown with the vinyl. I just laid my pumpkin to the edge of the vinyl, and I just traced around it to get the shape of the pumpkin. And then I just cut it out. I peeled the backing off of the vinyl and just laid it onto my pumpkin. I just repeated the process with the other pumpkin. I used the same champagne gold to paint the stems of those pumpkins that I had used on my little styrofoam pumpkins. If I had more blue flowers, I probably would have hot glued them along the bottom, but I still think they're cute. And here's my finished product. I love how they turned out. I mean, I just think they're stylish, and I think they look high-end, except for maybe my pumpkin season written. I would have used my Cricut, but I really think this looks pretty, and I'm very, very happy with it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and until next time, bye.